Alright guys, my name is Garrett Marchesano. I am the founder of VeoSport. VeoSport is a wireless Bluetooth earphone company. So a little bit about me. Tomorrow I turn 28 years old. Thank you. I live in Rockland. My day job is I'm the digital marketing specialist for an electric car company called Via Motors, where we upfit gas model trucks and vans into Peer Series hybrid electric vehicles. I once took an online skincare store from $200,000 in annual sales up to just over $700,000 in annual sales. I once acquired a yarn company and ended up selling it to a corporation in San Francisco for $25,000. I'm 28 years old and I've started 8 companies in my life. Today I'm here to talk about the VeoSport V1s. Like I said, they're wireless Bluetooth earphones. What makes me different is I created a mobile app called the VeoSport EQ app that connects with the headphones. It allows you to customize your sound to a genre sound, or you can choose some stock sounds, for example, a bass booster. So some of the biggest competitors in the industry you might know of: VeoSport, Beats by Dre, Bose, and Plantronics. Some of the big issues I see is an uncomfortable fit, poor sound quality, durability, lack of accessories, and price. Jaybirds are priced at $130 per unit. Beats range anywhere from $100 all the way to $400. Bose are right around $140, and Plantronics are in the $100 range. So my solution to this problem is I have 8 ear tip options. I include 3 Comply foam ear tips, 2 triple flange ear tips, and 3 silicone ear tips, so you can ensure you find the right fit. Like I mentioned before, I have the custom VeoSport EQ app, so you can choose the sound preference that you prefer. I also made sure they're IPX7 sweat proof, so they're able to handle as much sweat as you can put on them. You can even be submerged underwater just for a few seconds, but you cannot swim with them. I do include a 1-year warranty and all the accessories you need. I also include a cable clip, a cord shortener, 2 different carrying cases, the user manual, of course, and a braided micro USB cable. My earphones will retail for $74.99. So a little bit more about the VeoSport EQ mobile app. Once you get the earphones, we want you to go ahead and download the mobile app. You can sign in with Facebook or Google. Once you sign in, you pick what app you want to listen through. Right now we have Spotify and Apple Music available. As we roll out the app, we will be adding new applications month to month. This is the dashboard you see here. Right now it's set to bass booster, so it'll show in the back end your EQ that you have present is the bass booster. You also have the ability to add your own custom sound, and you can customize the equalizer setting as you want. You can add lows, mids, or highs. We also have stock sounds that you can pick between a genre, or if you're listening to a podcast, it'll higher the vocals and lower the bass. With the VeoSport EQ app, you can also contact us at customer support. You can check your Bluetooth connection. You can also check your battery life of the earphones. So here's a little bit more into the product features. They do come in black and white for the V1s. We'll be coming out in red version, probably in about 6 months or so. Some of the features include Bluetooth 4.1, HD quality sound, up to an 8-hour battery life. They are IPX7 waterproof, like I mentioned. They are noise canceling earphones. They come with a custom EQ app, all the accessories, and the braided micro USB cable. So one thing to know about the industry is at the end of 2016, for the first time in history, wireless Bluetooth earphones outsold wired earphones. So it's a big shift happening in the industry, and that wireless Bluetooth earphones are really taking over. So here shows you a little bit more into the industry. You can see that 49% of it is owned by Apple. If some of you guys don't know, in 2014, Apple acquired Beats for $3 billion. One thing to note here is that for every dollar spent, our wireless Bluetooth earphones Apple gets about 49 cents of every dollar. And one company that's missing out of here, I don't know why, for this chart is VeoSport is one of the most rapidly growing companies in the wireless Bluetooth field. And they did about $60 million in the last 12 months. So far, I've started this company about 8 months ago, and to this point, I have 1,000 units in production that should be ready in about 1 month. I've developed out the VeoSport EQ app for iOS, and I should have it ready for Android by the end of the year. I have my e-commerce ready, my e-commerce website ready for sales once I get the products in from production. And I launched a Kickstarter campaign about 20 days ago with the goal of raising $10,000, and I'm about halfway to my goal, so I'll show you here. So here's my Kickstarter campaign. If any of you guys are interested in buying wireless Bluetooth earphones, the V1s are available on Kickstarter, and instead of $74.99, which is the retail price, I am, for anyone that pledges to my Kickstarter campaign, they are $49. And right now I'm about 45% funded, and I hope that the last leg of my campaign I can do some things to push it, to get my project funded, and complete the production of my 1,000 units.
I have to give you the 1 minute warning.
That's it?
You have 37 seconds. Very cool. So we always like to start off the Q&A with the question about how can this community help you? And we've got some seats. If some of you want to come in, there's one right here. I think, oh, that's his. There's one there. I'm not sure how you'll get to it. We're a little tighter than usual in here. Okay. So how can this community help you?
Pledge to my Kickstarter campaign would be the biggest help. Besides that, maybe spread the word about the VeoSport V1s, and maybe any marketing advice or local reach that I can do around town to help my campaign.
So we'll now open it up to general questions.
What does a pair of headphones cost you to make?
To make?
Yeah.
It depends on the volume. So I'm at a minimum order quantity of 1,000, which will be right around between $18 to $22. But I can drive that price down the more I buy, of course.
What's your strategy to acquire customers, and where are they? What's the customer segment that you are targeting?
Yeah, so I'm mainly 18 to 35-year-old males that are interested in working out in the gym. So my demographics, I'm really targeting anyone who follows 24-hour fitness, California Fitness, Lifetime Fitness, and that is interested because Beats by Dre and Jaybird have so many defective products right now. I get a lot of conversions from customers that aren't happy with those products, and they come and back my project. So I'm still finding out exactly what my demographic is, but I'm getting there.
So you gone out to any of the gyms in the area, or met with any of them?
I have. I did go to Lifetime Fitness and CalFit, and I try to get a booth set up so I can kind of give my pitch in person, and haven't been successful yet. They're not allowing me to do it.
So thank you for the presentation. Actually, I have a quick question regarding to the battery life. You mentioned Bose and Beats. So have you compared your battery life to their battery lives, and what's endurance? Let's say because I guess customers don't want to see like the drastic decrease in endurance after 3 to 5 months to a year.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest parts in the development of the Bluetooth earphones was the battery life. At first, they were going to be about 5 to 6 hour battery life. We tested out a lot of different ones on the board I had with these earphones, and so I got it up to 8-hour battery life. So we know that Powerbeats leads the way in the industry. They have a 12-hour battery life. Mm-hmm. But the one thing that's different with my product is because they have such a large battery, they have to have an inline volume control and battery unit that's in the cable. So you'll notice with my earphones, I have no inline volume control, and I built it right to the right side of the earphone. So it takes away that dangling feeling on your neck, and the extra weight makes them extremely light. Okay. And I thought 8 hours was plenty enough to get you through a couple workouts.
All right, thank you. That was one follow-up question. So what's the newest battery innovation, technology innovations, and have you thought about adopting any new
A lot of companies are doing, in their inline volume control, they're doing an extra battery unit, external battery that connects to that for an extra charge. But again, it really adds some extra weight on the cable.
Okay.
So how I'm going to adopt to it is I want to, my case, I'm working on developing a case that has a battery unit in it with the micro USB cable that charges your earphones while they're in the case.
Interesting, thank you.
Yeah. Question?
Yes, have you investigated possible retail distribution and feedback from that?
Yes, I have. My goal is, I've been highly successful on Amazon, so I really want to get the 1,000 units in, be successful on Amazon. From there, show success and conversions on my website, and then go into retail distribution. And I'd like to go for the gyms right away, maybe some smaller mom and pop gyms, and then get into the bigger corporations. And then the big target is the #1 distributor of electronics in the world would be Best Buy. So that would be the big guy to go after.
Have you sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, you.
Have you thought of a partnership with, you're talking about gyms, so give them, have you thought of incentivizing those gyms and, doing a partnership so that they are basically your sales, part of like.
What type of partnership?
Like, give them some % of whatever sales that comes generated through their.
Yeah, well, I'd be selling to them wholesale, so, like I mentioned, if I make my product for around $20, I'd sell it to them, they'd probably get it between 32 and 35, and then they'd be retailing it for 75. So they'd be making a good margin on my product, selling it in their stores, in their gyms.
Can I ask what's the capacity of your battery?
It's 120,
120 milliamp hour,
yes.
and the voltage is
The voltage, I'd have to check what I have in my manual.
3.7 or
Yeah, that sounds about right.
3.7. Yeah, one of the possibility I can easily help is just add a solar strip either on the case or on the outside. For 100 milliamp hour, I can easily
For 100, for how much? 100 and,
for your capacity.
to do a solar case?
Yeah, either solar case or even I can put a strip, the solar panel strip on the line.
Oh, on the cable?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very
So
interesting.
either one will be easy to generate power over like a couple hour time.
Really?
Very nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've done a lot of research on how I can increase the battery. I've never thought of that. I've never seen that. We'll talk after.
So, Garrett, how have you funded the development thus far? And I'm assuming your Kickstarter campaign is to fund the production of a certain batch. Is
Yeah,
that-
so it is to finish the production. So one thing I left out is VeoSport actually started as a natural supplement company. I saw a need in the industry that these natural supplements are becoming very high in demand, and I saw where I can ship them in under 48 hours and offer them vegetable capsules instead of gelatin capsules. I kind of ran with that in June of last year, and I was able in 6 months to do about 120,000 in sales and make a little bit of profit. And so I took that profit and I invested it all into the software application, research and development, and the first half of the payment to get the earphones in production. And it took quite a bit of my money as well.
So a lot of these sport headphones have mics built in. I didn't hear. I don't know if that was something I missed.
Yes,
But
it does have a
like
built-in.
phone calls on these things.
Yeah, you can make phone calls. It does have a built-in mic. The quality of the mic is good. I wouldn't recommend it to be your everyday use. But if you're taking a quick call at the gym or you want to use it every once in a while for a phone call, I talk to people on it and they don't even notice at times, but sometimes it can get a little cut in and out in my voice.
Regarding the app, can you use the headphones without the app or is it required?
You can definitely use it without the app. You don't ever have to download it. And my EQ setting that I have on the earphones right away are really crisp and really good sound quality. But I definitely highly suggest you mess with the app and create your own EQ settings. It's really fun.
So follow up to that, so those got in trouble a couple months ago because the data collection from their app led to a lot of people uninstalling it. The question comes down to what is the privacy policy? What data are you collecting?
Yeah, so I'm only collecting from Spotify and iTunes. those are the only ones that have the open API to let us go in and change their EQ settings. So yeah, we have to have the permission, and it takes a lot of due diligence from my developer to make sure we can do that. That is a good point. You know, I really wanted to integrate Pandora. That's what I use all the time, but it was going to be a little shady to kind of adjust the EQ settings without their permission. So it definitely has to be available to the app owner.
So historically, Bose has been a leader in sound quality, and so I'm curious where your expertise for sound quality, because you said either you're a better fit or you're better sound quality. How did you do that?
So that's why so they already have great sound quality, but that's where it came in. I wanted to kind of go above the pack and create the custom EQ mobile app. And there are, if the industry is 100 different companies that make Bluetooth earphones, there are a couple companies out there that do integrate a mobile app that change the EQ settings. But there's only about 3 or 4 of them doing it, and I don't see why the whole industry doesn't do it. So I thought that was a big differentiator if I came in right away with the app that integrates with it. And I have plans for the app in the future. I hope to make it even more robust and one of the best apps out there.
Garrett, so awesome job. I applaud you. 28 companies, that's awesome. How easy is it to upgrade the application of mobile?
You mean to add features to it?
Yeah.
It's
as simple as downloading the next version of the application.
Yes, exactly. So our software update, just like you update your phone, we'll send updates through the app to all our users. So it'll always, that's another thing with our product, at least for the app on the software side, you'll buy the product and it'll get better with time.
Okay. And then your cancellation, noise cancellation, passive or active?
It is passive.
It is passive.
Yes.
Just a follow-up to what Laura was maybe alluding to is, so if you're saying you're better sounding or quality is better, how are you validating that? Do you have an audio expert on your team, or is that your background? Or?
Yeah, it's not my background, but I specifically reached out to a team that's familiar with EQ settings and sound settings, and they are who created my mobile app. And I also compared the EQ settings to what iTunes recommends for a bass EQ setting or a rock EQ setting. I actually use their EQ settings for now for the stock presets. And so that's kind of how I went. I found a guy who was more knowledgeable than me and that could create the app, and I used his experience.
Just a consideration, as you look at health clubs, a lot of health clubs, I'm a member of Lifetime, they have magazines. So if you get your product into the magazines or send it to Runner's World for a comparison of others, that'd be a good way to reach your target audience as well, which is people that we know.
That's a good idea, definitely.
So the equalizing is all within the app, right? Like if
All within
you
the app.
change the settings there and then go to another app to play, it'll go back to like the default equalizer.
Exactly. So that was a big decision. It was a matter of using a different chipset to have them saved to the earphones. Some of the other companies out there, you change the EQ setting, and if you use a different device, it saves the EQ settings to your earphones, so it'll stay with you all the time. And specifically, Jaybird is known for that, is having the ones that save your earphone settings. But they're having so much trouble with the software, so many complaints about the app, and they're not getting good ratings. And so my developer and I decided that we were going to save them just to your phone. And my thought was, I asked a lot of people who own wireless Bluetooth earphones, and 99% of the time you're listening to your Bluetooth earphones off your phone anyways. So if we can get that crisp quality EQ sound from the stock sounds and custom sounds we have every time, unlike Jaybird, it's really hit and miss, then that's what I wanted to do.
Is it possible to use that same, since it's all in the app, to have people use the app with other Bluetooth headphones, or is it tied specifically to the VeoSport?
Right now it's just tied to my specific Bluetooth earphones, but I have thought about that. I would want to do like an app charge if it wasn't my brand, but that's definitely something I've been considering. We've talked about that a lot.
So are you currently planning or acquiring your customers through, by differentiating yourself with others, through price or through features?
Both.
Both.
That was my plan. I wanted to come in under $100 and have the feature set that compares with a lot of the top quality earphones out there. If I showed you the Bluetooth earphones that were in the range of $50 to $75, where I'm at the top of that, I don't even think they compare to my Bluetooth earphones at all.
The suggestion over here about working with the health clubs, I wonder if you guys could split the difference and maybe they could give some as incentive to get memberships. So if you join the club, then they're winning, and if you give them a little extra price break on it, then you're winning, and then they go out and they show people all around the gym that's their earphones, people will see them using them, and maybe that would cross-pollinate.
Yeah, if it was for promotion or exposure, I would be open to that. I go to Lifetime Fitness and I talk to their sales guys about 3 times now, and they always tell me they're going to connect me with the GM, but never do. And I actually reached out to the GM of Lifetime on LinkedIn, and we had a conversation. It doesn't look like it's going to work out, but I'll keep bugging.
What's the reason? Just curious.
It's a big corporation, and they might be worried about other brands that they're partnered with. They're not partnered with any earphone brands. I know they do some different runs in 5K, 10Ks where they have earphone companies come in and sponsor it, but they're not. So maybe that's a part of it, but he hasn't given me a specific reason.
You have branded.
Yeah.
One thing that maybe you touched on during your presentation, but I haven't really heard you talk about is both Bose and Beats kind of make their name in the earphone game, not by their quality necessarily, but by their advertising and by the people that they had promote them. Have you? I know they're talking about. Are you talking about stores and everything like that? But I mean, we have gyms downtown with Uriah Faber, who's actually promoted startups around here.
Yeah. So I'm familiar with Chad Mendez. You know, he's on Team Alpha Male. So if I've already talked with him and he kind of gave me the lay of the land and what it would take for a partnership and do kind of a promotion deal. And of course that would lead in, I would love to meet with Uriah Faber. I've been a fan of him all my life. And at some point, maybe if this Kickstarter campaign doesn't work out, I am going to need seed capital or Series A capital. And so I'd love to sit down with Uriah Faber and see if he's interested.
We have time for one more question.
One more?
All right. Thank you, Garrett.
Thank you guys.